Example 5. Here are some single-family home prices. $562,700, $581,400, and so forth. We need to make a stem plot for this data set, describe the shape of the distribution, and then once we know the shape, then we'll determine which measure or measures of center will best describe the data set. So here we're kind of looking at two different things. First off, if we just use the ending digit of all of these, they're all going to be 0, and that's not going to be a very interesting graph. So one of the things that we can do is we can round. We just have to make a note of how we round it. We can round and reduce the number of digits. So we're just going to cut off all of these double zeros. And then take another look. So we could use everything after the comma as our leaves. But then that means that we have to start with a stem of 562 and end with a stem of 599, which is going to be around 35 or 40, somewhere around there, different groups. So we're going to combine two things. We're going to round these. 562,700 is about 563,000. And again, we're going to ignore the zeros. 581 and 4. That'll round down to 581, 583, 585. So we're just rounding to the nearest 1,000 right now. Getting my list together. Okay, so now we're ready to start making a stem plot. It looks like I might need to add a little section here. So our stems start at 56 or 560 and end at 600 or 60. But now it's going to be a little bit easier. 563 we found. We also had a 581, a 583, 585, 7, 7, 588, 591, 597, 598, and 600,000. So again, we need to find the shape of the distribution. The shape of this distribution, again, it's highest in the middle, and it kind of trails off evenly on both sides. So the shape of our distribution looks like it's symmetric. And anytime your distribution is symmetric, that means that the mean is going to be your best measure of center. They didn't ask us what that number is yet. We could find that out, but that's for the next example. Again, if the distribution is symmetric, the mean is best. If it's skewed, then the median is best. If they just ask you what's the most common or most popular, then the mode is best. And measures of spread, if the mean is the best measure of center, then the standard deviation is the best measure of spread. They didn't ask us about that yet, but that will come up in the future.